Hello, 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 everybody. How are you doing in this early wee hour? This is Everyday Shenanigans, and thanks for joining me. There's a little bit of hot tea on the table pertaining to Mr. Michael Strahan's ex-wife. He's had I guess, somewhat of a tumultuous situation with his second ex-wife, Miss Jean Moogly. And I'm going to bring you that said information pertaining to whatever transpired here the other day with the ex-wife. I don't know what's going on. Hello, Dama Dozen. How you doing? Thanks for joining me. Hope you all are well. I will bring you the said information. It's just, mercy. Always something going on with people. Always something. Thank you so much for joining me, sweetheart. I'll let a few of you get in here. Yes, it's as they say, smoke in the city. There is always some smoke in the city pertaining to grown folks and their businesses. Mercy me. Hope you all are well. Hope you all had a great weekend, prosperous weekend. It's very warm here in the high 10. I believe we're going to get some bad weather. Hi, Joel. How you doing, honey? Thanks for joining me. Hello, Night Owl. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. Thank you all for joining me. Well, I'm going to give you all a quick update to the horrific situation going on in Florida pertaining to the high rise in Surfside that collapsed. I'm going to give you a brief update. Then I'm going to get into my live stream pertaining to Michael Strahan's ex-wife dilemma. As most of you know, a condo in Surfside, Florida fell to the ground. Many people are missing. There have been some survivors. And if you need verification for this information, log on to CNN News. It was uploaded at 9:20 p.m. Just a few hours ago. At least 9 people are dead, officials said Sunday during a news conference. There are at least 152 people missing after a residential building partially collapsed in Surfside, Florida, Thursday. Search and rescue teams are racing to find survivors. Emergency officials are also asking people to call 305-614-1819 if they have relatives who are unaccounted for. The cause of the collapse is still unknown. The names of 4 more victims of the partial building collapse have been released by police. The identities of 4 additional deceased victims in the partial collapse of the Champlain Tower South condo building were released by Miami-Dade police on Sunday night. The victims were identified as Leon Alawakawis, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, 80, Luis Bermudez, 26, Anna Ortiz, 46, and Christina Beatrice Elvira, 74, a tweet from the agency says. All these victims were recovered Saturday, while Elvira was recovered Sunday, according to the tweet. One victim, Stacy Fong, 54, was publicly identified Friday, while 3 more, Antonio Lozano, 83, Gladys Lozano, 79, and Manuel Lafont, 54, were identified Saturday night. At least 9 people were killed after the residential building partially collapsed in Surfside, Florida on Thursday. 1 victim remains unidentified. Miami-Dade Mayor Daniela Levine Cava said earlier during a Sunday night news briefing. A total of 134 people have been accounted for, while 152 remain unaccounted for, she said. And this said information is by CNN News. If you need verification, prayers for the people who resided at the building, vacation at the building, were visiting the building, maybe doing part-time work at the building, praying that some of these people are somewhere else in the United States or world visiting other situations. So let's pray for these said participants of this locale, because this is a terrible event. Many people live in skyboxes in America, and it is, yes, unfathomable to hear of a building falling down. Our worst case scenario was the deliberate attack on our nation with the Twin Towers back in September 2001. So we have to ask ourselves what happened here with this building. But nonetheless, pray for those people who live there, who are now displaced. Pray for those who are looking for their loved ones. Pray for those families who are searching and those who have perished in the rubble. I will bring you an update as I get this said information. Thank you for joining me. Okay, my next story is pertaining to Michael Strahan, our favorite Good Morning America anchor. I don't have any issues with him. He seems like a very nice guy. And oh mercy, hold on a second. I just got a message. Let's see. Um, Michael Strahan. I don't want to get into too much of his personal life, but it was in this article because this is what these articles do. They put everything that ever happened to a person on Front Street pertaining to a person's life. But his wife, his second ex-wife, has had a little bit of trouble. A couple of days ago. This is by the U.S. Sun, tabloid heaven. Okay. Busted. Who was Michael Strahan's ex-wife, Jean Moogly Strahan, and why was she arrested? This is uploaded on the 27th of June. Jean Moogly Strahan was married to former NFL star Michael Strahan from 1999 until 2006. She was arrested on June 25th, 2021 in New York City, according to TMZ. Of course, when you open this article, you will see an older photo of her where she's sitting in court in family court in Newark, New Jersey, 2006. Who was Michael Strahan's ex-wife, Jean Moogly Strahan, and why was she arrested? Jean Moogly Strahan was taken into custody for violating an order of protection, the gossip outlet reported. She was reportedly booked for criminal contempt. TMZ reported that Moogly violated the order of protection by showing up at the home of her former girlfriend, Marianne Eyre. The 57-year-old Eyre had accused Moogly of grand larceny, disorderly conduct, harassment, and forcible touching, according to TMZ. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Moogly was married to former New York Giant Michael Strahan for 7 years, and they share twin teen daughters, Sophia and Isabella. Michael Strahan, an NFL Hall of Famer, played defensive end for the Giants from 1993 until 2008. That's a nice little stretch. The 49-year-old Strahan also has 2 children with first wife Wanda Hutchins. They were married from 1992 until 1996. So he was married to his first wife for 4 years and I guess about 5-6 years with the second wife. And my understanding is that after he divorced the first wife, maybe 3 years after, I believe 3 years after, he got with this second wife. So he didn't waste any time getting on with the next one, the second wife. And he's had a tumultuous issue with her and custody issues, which just was finalized last winter, 2020. Moogly was awarded $15.3 million and $18,000 a month in child support after her split from the NFL star. In January 2020, they were back in court again over child support. She claimed her ex had her followed with private investigators at her home in North Carolina, according to court documents. Strahan's lawyers denied the claim, saying the notion that she is under surveillance is absurd and could never be proven. Okay. And yes, this U.S. Sun pays for stories. It says it's at the bottom. We pay for your stories. Do you have a story for the U.S. Sun team? And it has the email and the Facebook. Yowza, yowza. I'm tickled right now because I'm trying to understand what I was reading in the first article, which I'm going to bring you that one here. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's see. I brought several ones. Excuse my manners. I'm just a little bit confused. I had to go find another article to make sure I was reading what I thought I had read in the first article, that she violated a protection order of a woman. So that means she was dating a woman. So things done got that tough for a queen. She had to go get her a gal. I said to myself just now, I said, Lord Jesus, I understand. It's tough out here for a single woman, especially as you get older. The pickings become slimmer. But damn, I got to go get a woman. So when I was reading it at first, I thought I was misreading it, because I have that propensity to misidentify what I'm reading. So I had to double back. And I said, self, you ain't misread that. You read exactly what you thought you read. Her went and got her a gal. And violated a restraining order. I guess she had something she wanted to say to she. I'm dead. Please, somebody help me. This is by The Spun. Ex-wife of former New York Giants star turned media personality Michael Strahan was reportedly arrested in mayhem this weekend. Ex-wife. According to multiple reports, the ex-wife of the longtime NFL star was arrested for allegedly harassing her former girlfriend. Marianne Eyre reportedly has an order of protection requiring Jean Strahan to stay away. However, Jean Strahan allegedly appeared at her Upper West Side home on Friday night. Page 6 has more details. Jean, 56, was charged with criminal contempt for allegedly breaking the order of protection, the NYPD said. Eyre, 57, has accused Jean of grand larceny, disorderly conduct, harassment, forcible touching, according to TMZ, with cited court documents filed earlier this month. Eyre also alleged that Jean threatened her with a plastic gun and kicked her German Shepherd, the report said. TMZ Sports also reported on the story. Okay, before I go any further, you know I'm going to have to crack a joke. Damn, this heifer jiggy, she kicking German Shepherds. Now, y'all know a German Shepherd can hold his own or her own. Shut up, Queen. Lord, I'm dead. I didn't think I was going to be woke tonight to do this live because right now my mind frame is not well, but and they have a photograph of her in this TMZ tweet with handcuffs on. She's a tall, lanky old Caucasian lady with long hair. They have some beautiful children, two daughters she has by Mr. Strahan. Oh Lord, I'm dead. Jean Strahan is Michael Strahan's second wife. The couple reportedly divorced in 2006. Michael Strahan, 49, played in the NFL from 93 to 2007. He's one of the greatest New York Giants players of all time, making 6 All-Pro teams and winning a Super Bowl in the 2007 season. The former Giants star was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2014. The post, Michael Strahan's ex-wife, was reportedly arrested, appeared first on The Spun. It also says Microsoft and partners may be compensated if you purchase something through the recommended links. I didn't mean to read that, but anyway. There's also allegations about this lady. He and her had not such a great marriage. There's allegations of abuse. He said that she allegedly abused her children. She said he abused her, but it was thrown out in court. There was no findings of evidence that he ever abused her. And he also made a claim that he's not that type of guy to ever put his hands on his wife or any family member. That was stated in an article. I think it's in this article here by The Parade. They seem to have had a lot of stuff going on in their marriage. A whole lot of something. I'm trying to briefly skim over. They really want to get into what happened with he and this and that, but naturally, everybody loves to put it out there, whatever happened. Michael Strahan has 4 children, 3 daughters and 1 son. He was married to Wanda Hutchins in 1992 after the birth of their first daughter, Tanita. Strahan met Hutchins when he was 17 years old and living in Germany, where his father was stationed. He was 20 years old when they tied the knot, and he divided his time between Germany and Texas, where he played football for Texas Southern University. In 1993, he was at the New York Giants, drafted. Later that year, he and Hutchins welcomed son Michael Strahan Jr. Having my 2 oldest kids at such a young age taught me about the ultimate responsibility of providing for your family, Strahan told Parade.com in 2019 interview. It made me more mature and also made me think through my decisions fully. Okay, Strahan and Hutchins called time on their marriage in 1996 and 4 years of marriage, but have remained close friends. This is the first wife. Tanita and Michael Jr. stayed in Germany with Hutchins after she and Strahan separated, but they all remain close. I think a lot of times when you split, people assume that the mother is supposed to take responsibility for the kids. But from day one, it was very important for me to be active, to be a part of their life, Strahan explained to people. I was constantly on planes and phones, and it's very hard, of course. It's hard with them being in Germany. But one thing I learned is you make time for what you want to make time for. That is true. And my father always said that. That is so true. Tanita and Michael Jr. eventually went to high school in Houston, Texas, Strahan's hometown. Strahan married his second wife, Jean Moogly, the lady who is the discussion of this video, in 1999 after meeting in a salon. They shared twin daughters, Isabella and Sophia, born in 2004. Strahan filed for divorce from Moogly just months after the twins were born in 2004. The divorce was finalized in 2006 and the split was rather acrimonious. Now, this is where I have a little issue. The lady's carrying these children. I don't know what happened in the marriage, but I find it very strange a man would leave his wife after giving birth, because it says Strahan filed for divorce from Muggli just months after their twins were born in 2004. Divorce finalized in 2006. That's pretty jacked up. Like I said, I don't know what happened in their marriage, but there was a lot of he said, she said of abuse on either parties against the other. He accused her of abusing their children, the two daughters. She accused him of domestic abuse. But he was found not guilty of any of those said allegations in court. Strahan accused Muggli of emotionally and physically abusing her daughters, an allegation she denied. After he filed for divorce, Muggli accused Strahan of domestic violence after an argument over money. But a judge dismissed her claims, which Strahan himself denied. He said in a statement at the time, "It's unfortunate that some marriages don't always work out for both parties, but that's a painful reality of the times we live in. I love my children with all my heart and will continue to be the father figure that I had growing up. I owe it to my daughters to end my marriage respectfully and with dignity." He continued, "I would never physically or psychologically harm any of my loved ones, especially my wife. That's simply not the man I am. I will continue to respect Jean's privacy and not contribute to the public spectacle of an extremely private matter." In 2020, Strahan and Moogly were still battling over custody of their daughters, but came to a settlement that November. In 2007, Strahan began dating model Nicole Murphy, ex of comedian and actor Eddie Murphy. Nicole and Strahan got engaged in 2009, but didn't make it down the aisle, splitting in 2014. So they dated roughly 7 years. Michael Strahan and ex of Eddie Murphy, Miss Nicole Murphy. It says here, it was reported that they were having difficulty balancing bi-coastal life. She was based in LA while he lived in New York City. Strahan's rep told people at the time they loved each other very much, but with the distance and work schedule, it had been hard to maintain the relationship. In this said article by theparade.com, you will see one of the pretty dolls sitting behind the wheel of the car. Of course, the father lets it be known that the girls were parked at the time of this photograph. It says Strahan is reportedly in a relationship with Kayla Quick. The pair are said to have started dating in 2015. That is the said information pertaining to Michael Strahan's lifestyle with these wives, 4 children, 2 twin daughters born in 2004, Isabella and Sophia, very beautiful girls. His second ex-wife has been arrested for violating a restraining order against her from her lover. What the hell's going on with you, Jean? Now, damn. I'm dead. I mean, Jean's not a bad looking white lady, but my goodness gracious, you can't go out here and get you another cutie pie sugar, because we know there's more women on the earth than men running around, at least over here in America. So I'm trying to figure out what the hell is you doing showing up at this woman's apartment house and raising hell? And how did you get in to put your hands on her? I'll wait. I tell everybody, stay woke. Always read the information carefully. Hello, Jessica. I mean, I'm just saying, how did Jean get into Miss Ayers' home? Did she bust in the door, kick in the door? She got to have a mean right foot. She kicked the damn door in. Lord have mercy, I'm dead. Whoa, Lord have mercy. Not Al, where's you getting all this information from? She doesn't care about going to jail. Why? Did you hear her say that? What's going on? I don't know what she didn't see. That's just the first few articles I pulled up pertaining to the Google search. But I think it's sad that a woman has to resort to being with a woman. Now, perhaps she decided she was attracted to women, was always attracted to women. I don't know. I didn't get any background on her sexuality preferences. But I just think it's interesting that a woman gives birth to 2 children And next thing you know, you hear that she's dating a gal. Now she's got a restraining order put upon her from this woman. It's very crazy. Ooh, Lord have mercy. When I saw that in my queue, came up in my news break, I said, Lord have mercy. Y'all know how to start the weekend off. Yeah, I'm not going to say she went in gangster style, because who's to say Miss Air didn't let her in? You have to remember, it did not say, let me make sure I'm reading correctly the charges. Because if she didn't break in, then that means Miss Air, let her inside of the home. Hold on. Should I read it correctly rather? This article is more about her. Okay, let's see. Let me go back. I gotta go back. Thank you all for joining me. Okay, Air Force, really? Come on now. Okay, says Marianne reportedly has an order of protection requiring Jean Strahan to stay away. However, Jean Strahan allegedly appeared at her Upper West Side home on Friday night. Jean, 56, was charged with criminal contempt for allegedly breaking the order of protection. Miss Air, 57, accused Jean of grand larceny. So grand larceny means you stole something. Disorderly conduct, harassment, and forcible touching. So that's what I'm saying. Did she kick her way in, break her way in? Because grand larceny means you stole something. So what did she do? What did she steal? It didn't say burglary. Air also alleged that Jean threatened her with a plastic gun and kicked her German Shepherd. Well, that means she had to be in her house to do that. So how did she get in her house? So that's the number one question. When you open this article by The Spun, you'll see a picture of Miss Moogly being arrested on a public street in New York City. There are 4 officers standing by with her hands behind her back, if you need verification. And Miss Jean is Michael's second wife. They divorced in 2006, have 2 twin daughters. This is a very odd story. Very, very strange to me. Very, very strange. If you want to donate to the channel, $ Big Angie 129 Cash App. Thank you so much. And all super chats are welcome during the live. Oh Lord, every live. It's always a malfunction. Well, that's all I had on my table for this evening to discuss. Basically, I see going live is always an opportunity for mayhem. Never fails. What you say, dime a dozen crazy vibes. I don't know what to say. It's just a very strange story. The thing I think that struck me was the fact that she's a woman, and obviously she had been dating this woman, and it's like, man, you've been dating this man. Well, married to him, divorced a couple years. They weren't together long. He left her shortly after giving birth, which really kind of bothered me because it was like, dang, how do you leave a woman after giving birth? But I don't know the extent of their relationship. But he wasn't with either wife long. It wasn't like 15, 20 years with either wife. But naturally, he had his first children young. So, maybe he's like most typical men. They don't hang in there long. Things don't work out for whatever reason, because I'm not here to point fingers at who did what and said what to whom. But Night Owl, you 60. Leave that lady alone. Well, she obviously still likes a she. So she wants to get all she can get. Or whatever that is. Gene, talk to me. Open this door. Well, Gene, I'm getting them mixed up. Marianne, open the door. Marianne had to open the door. How did she get in there? I ain't got time for this foolishness. I got my own problems. Lord have mercy. God knows I do. Ain't nobody kicking in the queen's door, but damn. This is ridiculous. I was like, ain't no men out here, Gene, for you to date. What is really going on? This is like crazy. But that's the latest information coming out of New York City pertaining to Michael Strahan's ex-wife, Miss Jean Moogly. She has been arrested for a violation of a protective order pertaining to a lady she was dating, Miss Marianne Eyre. So when I get more information pertaining to this domestic situation, I will bring you this. I'll bring you the update. Yeah, she kicked the pole dog. Okay. Y'all showing now. Yeah, she didn't have to kick the dog. I mean, come on. Well, she's lucky that dog didn't tear her up. That's why when I read it, I thought to myself, I said, Self, you kicked a German Shepherd? This must be a mighty mild German Shepherd. Because I can't see you going up to a German Shepherd and kicking him. I cannot. A he, her, which and so out. That I cannot. I can't see. Wow. I can't see. And for the record, since you all want to come in my chat bringing up stuff, why would you have 2 accounts anyway on YouTube? So this is exactly what I've been talking about. Why would you have 2 accounts to chat on YouTube? I'll wait. Lord have mercy. Oh, Lord have mercy. I don't know what to say. I'll tell you what, some of you've made it very, very easy for others to miss out on the lives. I will say, I want to thank you. You all have done a spectacular job with infiltrating and being messy and just disruptive in my chats. But I want to thank you because really you've made it easy for me to get some damn rest and do me. Just messy as hell. No, there they go. No, and there I go. I stay in my lane. And my lane is free. It's just the same situation every live. It never ends. You all don't even let a person get on the microphone a few minutes before coming in with some complaints and some problems. You don't even let the person get the content out. It's the same BS every live. It's like you wait for the lights to blink under Everyday Shenanigans' name. She's live. Let me go in. Got to complain about something. It's got to be a problem. I go days, haven't even made a video. Haven't even done a live. It's just sad to me. Be the same ones complaining. Well, you haven't gone live. Well, there's a reason why. Because you all don't respect the course. You don't have any respect. You don't respect for me. You don't respect for the other chat members. You don't have any respect. Everybody's just taking advantage of the fact somebody has a live stream. You come in complaining. You got to get on the panel making up stuff. You got 50,000 accounts and names and usernames. And yeah, I'm going to say it. People are very disturbed. Very, very disturbed. Well, I thank you all for joining me. I don't really have anything else to say pertaining to this situation with Miss Jean. I say Jean needs to get her a psychiatrist because what's going to be messed up is if she has sole custody of the kids, Now I'm sure Michael's still doing Good Morning America, that means he lives in New York. So I don't know what the judge or what they came to an agreement as far as the girls, but I can say this: if indeed she has sole custody of the girls, which I don't know, let's just say she has, you messed that up for yourself by catching this charge with harassing this lady, because that means there was evidence for an order to be given in favor of this lady by the courts. Yeah, well, anyway, that's one issue there. A judge had to have found evidence that Jean had been bothering this lady, stalking this ladies. So she gets a protection order granted to her because, courts are very strict about giving protection orders for being stalked and harassed. So that means evidence was found against Jean. So here you are, just settled a custody issue with Michael in court back in the winter of 2020. So guess what? Let's just say, like I said, she has full custody of those twin girls. He can march his tail right back in the court and say, I'd like my kids. I like full custody of my girls because this heifer's over here stalking her girlfriend. She has an order of protection against her, and she's not mentally stable. And even if right now they have split custody of the girls, which I do not know, he still can go back to court and say, I want full custody of my kids. And I think after this recent event, he should go back to court and ask for full custody of his twin daughters. I really do. And I was thinking about the Miss Murphy issue when he was dating her. The article stated that they didn't work out because she was on the West Coast and he was here on the East Coast. So I can understand that would be, a bit much trying to date somebody and you live on opposite sides of the coast. You get lonely. You want somebody to talk to. You want to have relations. You want to see them when you get home from work, but they're not there. So you got to Skype and do all of that. That would get old. And another thing, hell, Miss Murphy got a lot of damn kids. I'll wait. Michael, you just gave up $15 million to that last wife, this crazy wife here, and she cussing and fussing and hollering, want more money. What in God's name was you getting ready to do with Nicole with all them damn children she got by Eddie Murphy? I see it. That lady got seven children by Eddie Murphy. I thought it was strange when I heard they were dating years ago. I thought, what is he getting ready to do with Nicole Murphy? All them children she got. Good God Almighty. Jesus. She got a lot of children. She got a whole lot of children. Oh, as somebody I know used to say, them chaps. She got a lot of chaps. Yes, she do. Her womb is ready. Now that is a nice looking young lady. She has a beautiful body. She's not a heavy lady. She carries her frame very well. She's not a plus size. She's not even an average size lady. She's small. So when I heard that she had all them children, I said, damn, she don't even got a fat roll stretch mark or nothing. Ooh, shut up, Sadie. Wow. And Michael Strahan, you be buying a lot of ramen noodles and Fruit Loops you got with her. I said that. I don't care if you're a millionaire or not. Still taking care of 7 children that ain't yours, plus your own. Ooh, my goodness gracious. But there have been people who have meshed lives of children. So I can't say that it has not worked because there are many people who came together, each with a set of children. And somehow they made it work. God bless them. Because that's a lot to deal with. Different attitudes and dispositions under one roof. A lot of people eating, bathing, needing shoes, clothes, time, affection. That takes a strong person to go into a relationship with a person with a lot of kids. And then let's say that person also brings to the table a lot of children. So if you can make it work, amen. Yes. Yes, Nicole. She got some children. She got some children. And Eddie Murphy, I remember there was an article years back where she had said Eddie Murphy didn't like to go anywhere. He didn't like to do anything. That's why their relationship, dissipated. And I'll tell you what was so funny. After that article aired, it was shortly after that. I can't remember the time frame. But all of a sudden, you start seeing Eddie Murphy doing movies and had upcoming pictures. And I said, yeah. Once she decided she didn't want to be with him no more because he didn't want to do nothing, all he wanted to do was lay at home, lay on the sofa. He didn't want to go to any award shows, any parties, any functions. She realized, okay, well, he just want to lay around, just be old deadbeat husband. So, not financially, but you understand what I mean? He was just deadbeat as far as wanting to do things. She decided she left. She wanted to leave him. Okay. Shortly after that, article comes out. Hey, Eddie Murphy don't want to do nothing but lay on the couch. She was bored with that. I guess she felt like, don't think because I've had all these children, I just want to sit at home and eat chocolates. No, I want to get out and do things like other married women. Wives. All of a sudden, Eddie Murphy popped up out like a spring flower. You started seeing him everywhere. Movie roles, this and that. Oh, because he knew he was going to have to pay child support. Stop playing. There you go. Look, what'd you say, V? Well, Queen, I got railroad tracks. I have 9. What? V, no, stop all that nonsense. But you got 9. Well, I don't know what she got under her skirt. I never noticed her having no stretch marks because I think I've seen her in revealing clothes. Because she usually wears pretty skimpy, dresses and things. But I'm just saying, that's a lot of children to bear and not have no stretch marks. So if you can make it through 7 kids with no stretch marks, God has blessed you thoroughly. What's nasty? Oh, Lord. Oh, V says, I do. My youngest is 31. My oldest is 44. Okay, V. Well, V, how old are you, V? Air Force, what's nasty? What are you talking about, A5? What's nasty, Air Force? Let me call you. You just sitting up here talking. What you crying about? I'm getting ready to call your tail too. Hold on. See what you're talking about. Well, happy birthday, V. Well, Moonlight, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, thank you very much. Happy birthday to you.
I don't know what you're talking about. Your sister account is your husband's account. Why do you need to? Why are you using it? Turn that background down, please.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Okay.
I don't know why you'd have a second account anyway to comment. Why would you need a second account? See, this is where I have the problem with you all, with all this stuff. Then you come in the chat like I'm supposed to know what you're talking about. You all do this every live. You come in my chat with stuff. And I'm telling you, I'm sick of it. Because you all act like I know you. I don't know you. I don't know you. You don't know me. And you act like I'm supposed to know that you got 5 accounts, 6 accounts, different names, change this. Y'all come in saying that. Well, you see, I changed mine. See what? I don't even know who the hell you are. Man. What are you talking about? It's nasty, sir.
Ryan says she had railroad track.
I never heard that used before. I didn't know how to respond. I was like, okay. V, I guess V wanted to be honest. Thank you, V. Oh, yeah, V, I don't have time for it. I'm telling you. That's why, hey, thank these people. That's why I hadn't been going live for exactly the conversation I'm having right now. A conversation I'm tired of having. I'm tired of having it. I'm not going to do this every time I go live. That's why I haven't been going live. Okay. The railroad tracks. Air Force, you should know a person doesn't have the fortitude to be, what's the word I'm looking for? It's something you can do if you got stretch marks, sir.
Yo, I know that.
Well, why you say it's nasty?
But listen now.
Oh my God!
I didn't think about that until after she said what age they were. You know.
What difference is it? She still had sex and had kids out her womb.
Don't worry about it. It wasn't.
Don't tell me to worry about it. You said it.
I know.
Oh, now you trying to scruff it up.
All is well.
It ain't well with me. I don't, because I just asked the question. Don't get mad at me because of what you said. And I'm asking you.
I'm not. I agree with you.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Well, let me ask you this, sir. Have you ever dated a woman that had stretch marks?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Lord Jesus. You didn't have a problem. Well, why do you think I asked Air Force?
No, I didn't have any problem with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all right.
No, I didn't.
Well, as Cat Williams say, either way, we're effing. You either lost weight or you gained weight. That's how you got them. What V said? Well, I just have many Air Force.
I just never heard it called that. That's all.
Railroad tracks. I haven't either. Because when she said it kind of threw me off. Like, I don't know if that sounds. Yeah. I don't know if that sounds nice. Yeah, that's a harsh word for stretch marks. That's a real harsh word. Damn, you got some railroad tracks across your stuff. Yes, I do. Just what you say. Yes, I do. So what we gonna do, homeboy? You want some or you don't? So what you gonna do? Well, like Cat Williams said, men don't care. They gonna get it either way.
That's right.
They gonna get it either way. Oh my gosh, they gonna get it. Gonna take it. Oh, okay, so let's talk about what happened at this Upper West Side apartment, condo, whatever it was. She had to let her in.
Yeah, I think she did.
Yeah, because there's no way you want me to believe that lady broke into your house.
You know, not unless she had the key.
I thought about that. But guess what? When I decided to go get the restraining order, and I would have changed the locks, I probably would have already changed the locks once I already realized I'm having problems with her. I'm gonna change the locks no matter what the determination is gonna be on the findings from the judge. You understand what I'm saying? Things ain't working out. Okay, I don't want this heifer in here, man. Whatever. I'm gonna go change these locks so he can't come back up in here.
Yeah, you know, either she forgot to do it or she procrastinated. One of the two.
Well, you know that don't look good. You procrastinating and somebody is harming you and stalking you.
That's true. That is true.
Because that's not going to look good in court to say, yeah, he's bothering me, she bothering me, but they got a key. Yeah. Okay. So that's an open invitation. You didn't get your key back or you didn't change your locks.
You know, or maybe she did ask for the key and she didn't want to give it back to her.
Well, that means, guess what? You live in New York City, you got money. Let's come on with it. You got a little paper. Yeah. Go on, call the locksmith and change them damn locks. Hey.
You know, she could have went to Lowe's or Home Depot.
Oh, Lord.
And did it herself.
I hear you. Okay. Well, this is what's going to be messed up still, though. The fact, how did she get in? How's that going to look when you go to court? Because the judge is going to ask you, well, how did she get in to kick your dog and touch you inappropriately? And then when they said touching, I'm wondering, what does that mean? Touching such as shoving, come here, want to talk to you, grabbing you, or also inappropriately trying to get something. Ooh, shut your mouth, Satan.
Yeah, it could go either way.
Damn, Gene rough. Strahan, wait a minute. Strahan had him a kung fu fighter because she's a tall girl. You see her in that picture of her and the police. She's not. She's a tall gal. Or as they say, a tall drink of water. V said, my question is, how do you do a 360 after having them twins so quickly? What do you mean, V?
360.
Yeah, I don't understand what you mean, V. What do you mean by that?
She lost two good things.
Well, I'm trying to understand what V's saying. That I don't understand that comment. Well, one thing about it, I'd like to know, when did she decide she liked women? How about that?
Well, maybe she couldn't find a tall man, I guess.
You know what? Boy, stop. Look, with 15 million in your pocket, you should have no problem finding anybody.
That's true.
Because, you know, with Hollywood and the entertainment business, people latch on to other people's exes and wives, spouses, girlfriends, boyfriends. You've noticed that.
Yeah.
They don't even let the water get rocky before they eye them and sending messages, and got their managers and agents sending them messages and flowers. And, you know, it's like, okay, but baby, I got a man. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
They do that. They get down like that.
Reminds me of
the girlfriend. She said the girlfriend. Oh, well, see, V, okay, I get what V said. Her liking women. Well, that's the thing. We don't know when she started dating women. So that wasn't revealed. So I don't know if she started dating them a year ago, 2, or what. Or did she always have an attraction towards women? I don't know. That wasn't revealed. So, but you do see, oh, look at V said, maybe that's the reason they divorced. Well, could be.
Yeah.
Wow.
Probably.
Could be. I think she's got some problems because the fact that he said in the divorce proceedings or allegations of her abusing her children, then she came back with, oh, he's abusing me. I think she did maybe the tit for tat. I'm just going to go out there on a limb. She did the tit for tat. Well, let me say he's abusing me. I got to get this paper. I got to get this money for these kids and myself. I'm living this good life. I got to get that money. So she might have made that up. And perhaps Jean is the problem. Perhaps this is a violent woman. She was violent with her kids. She was not such a nice mother. Maybe she was nasty, rude to her kids, short with her kids, short with her husband. And now we're showing she won't leave this gal alone who she done got tangled up with. And like I said, a judge had to see evidence to give the order of protection because they just don't hand out order protections. That's
right.
Look, V said, of course she does. That is clear. Okay. Well, we will find out. I tell you what. You ain't getting ready to have them twin girls if they under the age of 18. How about that? You just got a judgment. It's not even been a year that you and your husband came to some type of agreement about the custody of the twins. So let's say the girls are 16, 17. He still can go into court and say, hey, this heifer got this with this girlfriend. I want full custody of my children.
Yeah.
She don't need these kids because she's not stable. She got a attitude problem, disposition, nasty disposition, violence. She's impulsive. Oh, he can get it now for sure. It won't be no arguing now. Believe that.
He fights for it, he can get it.
Huh?
If he really fights for it, he can get it.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a fight. I think you're just gonna go in and say she just got arrested.
Well, yeah.
Look, as they say in the street, that part you just go, Your Honor, she just got arrested for violation of order of protection. I want my children full custody. You don't even need a lawyer for that. V said gotta show some kind of proof to issue that order. Right. That's why I said that lady, Marianne, had to show something viable to get the protection order in the first place.
Yes.
So this Jean had to been showing a monkey's ass in order for Marianne to get it. Now you got to factor in Michael and she just got settled an agreement on the children back in November 2020. Well, he can double back now, go back to court. Let's just say if they got split custody, hey, I want full custody because this heifer is unstable. What I tried to tell y'all in the first place about her in North Carolina. And I don't think a judge is going to even hesitate. And the fact that he is a famous person that does weigh high with judges, yes, it does. He don't got no criminal background. He doesn't have any dealings with the law enforcement in New York City. Hell yeah. They're not going to even hesitate. Yeah, you got full custody of your children. Because he can also bring up past problems he's had with her and allegations she used against him in court about him being abusive, and they were unfounded by a North Carolina judge. You a mess. V said she got issues. Can you say crazy? Well, we will see. Poor Michael Strahan. He's a nice looking black man. Bless his heart. Michael said, would y'all leave me alone? I'm trying to do the news. Y'all all in my biz. This heifer done got folks now gonna start talking about me and this damn drama, this crazy ass ex-wife. Oh my Lord, have mercy. See, that's the thing about being famous. You don't get a break. You don't get a break. Even though the story's not about, his past with her, but naturally these articles brought up, one of them brought up, his past, who he was married to, what happened, This was what they do, tabloid. Just tabloid, Yeah, he is a nice looking young man. And he got that little gap between his teeth. Shut your mouth. Some people like a person with a gap. Well, I have a gap, and I've heard a lot of men say that. I like the gap. I'm like, really? Why? I always wonder why men are attracted to women with gaps in their mouth, in their teeth. It's very interesting to me.
Did you ever find out?
Well, how am I find out? Just because I asked you why? You know what, Air Force?
I'm just asking you, did you ever find out why?
No, I mean, they just said they liked it.
Yeah, I know why they liked it.
I don't know. Yeah, well, enlighten us.
You don't have an X-rated channel.
I can't see where you're going with that, sir.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I really can't. I can't see where you're going with that. Your mind just Unc is not who he portrays himself to be. That's the bottom line. Unc has alternate personalities.
Matter of fact, I'm in the kitchen
making some cocoa. Well, you ought to be going to sleep here in 15 minutes. 15 minutes, Dougie Fresh. 15 minutes. Damn. I thought about that the other night. I said, what the hell is going on with him and that cocoa? Honey, you need to get some Cabernet or something. Get you some red wine. It's good for your heart. Hell, you like hot stuff heated in the microwave. Just heat it. Just put you some red wine in a coffee cup, a mug, and heat it. Oh, Lord have mercy. Just heat it up. Oh, you'll be toasty too. So I'm like, what the hell is that? Red wine heated up. He heated up some red wine in the coffee mug. I'm dead. Ooh, and it wouldn't take long for it to boil either.
No, it wouldn't.
Wait a minute. You take 2 sips, you be out. You be asleep at the kitchen table. Woke up. What happened? I was in the doorway between the kitchen and the living room. I don't know what happened. So he passed out. Oh, Lord. Yeah, heated wine night out. Oh, Lord. Have mercy. Have mercy. Yes. I got to wait to hear from Crystal. She's en route traveling right now. So, well, good night. Okay, bye-bye. That was Air Force 512, whatever the hell name he got. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my goodness. I thank you all for joining me. I can't remember if he put marshmallows in them or not. I don't remember if I asked him that the other day about the marshmallows. He don't need it. He drinks that stuff and then he gets sleepy. He sure act like an old person drinking it cocoa and falling asleep. Good Lord have mercy. I said, ain't it just hot chocolate? It says, you know, on the package it'll say cocoa mix. But we already know that's all cocoa is. It's hot chocolate. It's just chocolate. Hot chocolate is made of cocoa mix. So funny. Thank you all for joining me. That's the latest information. Michael Strahan, our Good Morning America anchor, second ex-wife, has a bit of trouble. She's been in a bit of trouble a couple of days ago. She's gotten herself in a bit of a mess. She has a current restraining order against her from a woman she had been dating. His second wife is a Caucasian woman, for those who did not know that. And I do not know the race of the lover, but nonetheless, the issue is that she has been harassing this lady. She went to her home, bothering her. But see, what I have to ask myself is, if I have a restraining order against you, how the hell you get in my house? I'll wait. Oh, Shay Doc, you're so funny. We have to ask ourselves, how did Miss Jean get into Marianne's house to go in there, touch her, grand larceny? What did she steal? And she kicked the German Shepherd. And I want to meet this damn German Shepherd because we already know you ain't no canine German Shepherd. You let this long-legged heifer kick you. That German Shepherd should have whooped her tail up and out. It should have been a fight between dog and woman. Shut your mouth. Somebody should have said, the dog won. Look, you hear them stories about them pit bulls. You ain't never heard nobody won with no pit bull. I'll wait. Ooh, Shay Doc said you going down if you kick my dog. Shay Doc, what kind of dog? Shay Doc, what kind of dog you got, baby? V said the girlfriend let her in and the dog would have bit her. Well, V, the dog would have bit her if she knows her. See, she's been around that dog. You know she's been around that dog if she's had that dog for a while they dated. So the dog knows her. But I'm trying to understand what kind of German Shepherd would let a human kick him or her. That dog should have towed her down. Lord have mercy. And I don't care for any big dogs. I'm not a dog person, period. And so when I think of a German Shepherd, I think of a damn human. I'm just going to keep it real. A human with 4 feet. Look, a furry human with 4 feet and some teethuses. Shut your mouth. Yeah, that dog should have took her down. Oh, English bulldog. Okay. Yeah, that dog should have took Jean on down. There should have been some smoke in the city. That dog and that woman, I'm telling you. I'm very confused at how she kicked the dog. I mean, but that shows you she's crazy. If indeed she kicked the dog, why are you kicking the dog? What the dog do to you? So she's not stable. Jean's not stable. Damn, Michael, you got rid of her. Yes, you did. It's 2021. You got rid of her in 2006. Well, he left her in 2004. So they've been apart a long time. 2021. Oh yeah. Almost 17 years. He been away from she. So he got rid of she. She probably was crazy. She probably was crazy then. Showing out crazy, temper tantrums, fussing, cussing. He realized, ooh, that blonde hair is not so pretty. Shut up, Satan. Hello, Jackie. How you doing, baby? Jean is crazy as a fox. Well, she gonna see how crazy she is. Well, she gotta get her lawyer, try to talk her way out this mess. She done got herself in stalking this woman, bothering this woman. But like I said, the judge is gonna ask Marianne, how did Jean get in your house to kick your dog? I'll wait. Marianne, earth to earth, Marianne. Queen gonna ask. Pretend I'm the judge. Marianne, how Jean get in your house? Marianne. Queen want to know. Now you know you got a restraining order, whatsoever. So I'm gonna ask you one more time now, Marianne. Hey, Liv, how did Jean get in your house to steal something, touch you, and kick your dog? I'll wait. No. I don't know. I didn't get information on that, honey. I don't know if she in jail or not. You know she got some money. That heifer got $15 million. She can bond out. And what the hell she was fighting for in court with Michael Strahan last year to get custody of her children, want more child support. She's just greedy. Just a greedy heifer. That's why I said, more than likely, Michael realized he had met the wrong chick, got pregnant with the wrong chick, and men realize this all the time, especially you're having sex with people, you don't really know them. You find out later, after having sex with people, you then had sexual relations with the wrong person. Because this is what we do as humans. We don't get to know people thoroughly. And you can get to know somebody so you think and still realize you have slept with the enemy. You don't know people. You got people who've been married 20, 30 years and they don't know their damn spouse or their boyfriend, girlfriend. You don't fully know anybody because people are not going to tell you everything that they think about, their mindset, what's on their mind, the things they go bump in the night, the things they want to do to a human, the things they want to do. Period. People just don't tell people everything. Hello, Jackie. Well, yes, that's the latest. That's the 411. I'm not going to stay on here longer, but I've been on here an hour now. But Michael Strahan, our wonderful host, co-host on Good Morning America, his ex-wife, second ex-wife, has had an arrest pertaining to her female lover who has a order of protection against her. She allegedly went to her home and violated her. But the question is, you know the queen, I don't leave a stone unturned. How did she get in your house? That's what I'd like to know. How in the world did Jean get up in there? Because I got a funky feeling, Marianne, you let her in there, and that is not going to look good in your favor when you go to court if they can prove you let her in your house. Because what they're going to say is, well, you're the one that asked for the order of protection. So why is this lady in your house? Why'd you let her in? Because we don't show any evidence that she kicked in the door or, made her way in some type of way with a screwdriver, whatever. It's not going to look good. Not going to look good at all. Well, I thank you all for joining me on this early morning live. That's my latest. At the beginning of this video, for those who are just now coming in, I did bring you an update pertaining to the tower that fell, apartment building that fell in Surfside, Florida. At the beginning of the live, you will get the names of the victims that were found this weekend. The tally is up to 9, if I'm not mistaken. It's a very sad day in America to hear of a condo building, 40 years old, falling to the ground. It has some issues, obviously. Who's going to own up to those issues? That is the bigger question. Who is going to own up to knowing that there was something wrong with the tower, with the apartment building? Naturally, There are numerous people still missing. I am praying that some of those folks are somewhere else in America. But we already know that 9 times out of 10, everybody follows social media, the news. At some point, you're going to see that your building fell down. You're going to notify people to let them know, hey, I'm alive. That's just common sense. You're going to notify people to say, hey, I'm alive. So this is a sad day for those awaiting the discovery of the bodies out of the rubble, praying for our first responders that they are safe in doing this because there were fires under the ground. So praying for them that they're not hurt, injured while scavenging through this rubble to get the victims out of the rubble. Praying for those awaiting the bodies to be, zoomed out of this rubble. This is a sad, sad day because there are many skyboxes in America. Most of our major cities have skyboxes. Chicago, Philadelphia, New York, LA, Florida, Ohio, Massachusetts, Washington, D.C., Maryland, Virginia, all over the United States have skyboxes. Even in smaller towns such as the area where I am, we do have high-rise towers. And to think that one of those buildings could come crumbling down is scary as hell. Yes, it's very heartbreaking. So prayers for Surfside, Florida. Prayers for those who survived. Prayers for those who were not there. Praying for the families who are awaiting the discovery of their family members' remains. That has to be an awful place to be in, to wait to hear somebody has another body pulled out, and we need you to come down to identify this said persons. I don't wish that on anyone. Have mercy. And Lord have mercy, praying for the young boy who was pulled out of the rubble, and later his mother was found deceased in the rubble. Thank you all for joining me. When I get more updates pertaining to these said stories that I've brought to you, I will be back on. Feel free to comment on my community post pertaining to the said storylines. Drop your comments on those storylines pertaining to the said commentary on the community post. Thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you, Night Owl and Air Force 5, for joining me live as my mods. If you want to donate to my channel, $Big Angie 129 Cash App. All donations are accepted and all super chats are welcome during the live. Prayers for Surfside, Florida. Prayers for America. Because right now I think we've had some airstrikes with our military abroad. Praying for our military. Praying for those who are in that rubble and waiting to be pulled out, possibly not alive. Prayers for their family members. Praying for those who live in skyboxes. Their fear right now of living in them. That has to be a terrible life to be in a skybox. I've once lived in a skybox myself. Never once did I ever think that the building would cave in or fall down. Never gave it a thought. So I know. I've lived in a tower, a high-rise tower before. So I can't imagine thinking that the damn tower will fall down. This is horrific. Thank you all for joining me. I'm going to check out of here. And when I get more information, I will bring it forth to you guys. Thank you all so much. You all have a wonderful week. God bless all of you. Stay safe. If you see something, say something. Look out for the little ones. Thank you all so much. Thank the mods. Amen. Thank you, V, Night Owl, Leah. Thank you all so much. God bless all of you this week. This is Everyday Shenanigans.